Have you ever punched a guy?
Of course, yeah. I wanted to live in Florida,
Oh, really?
actually. Yeah, but I like to watch a lot of band people. I think that's very interesting. But Andrew Tate, the same. I'm always happy. Doesn't matter what happened to me. I always try to be happy and make it the best life as possible. Yeah.
The following is a fun conversation with Michella from the YouTube channel CurlyFragrance. Michella is an awesome woman who's always good for a laugh, and we had a great talk about all kinds of topics. I hope you enjoy. Let's jump right into it. So, Michella, why fragrance?
Yes. Because I love fragrances like a lot.
Uh huh.
Yeah, already from a young age, my mom had a lot of fragrances, like at least 10 bottles.
Okay.
And my dad also had a couple, so I sprayed both of them already. You know, my dad's, my mom's. When I was 2, I drank Kuros. Yeah, I popped the bottle open from my dad, and it was like Kuros all over me. I stink.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
There's
I don't know.
something
I
that
think
there's something
I
that draws kids to it. Even my kids, they're like, it's weird. But my boy, he's like 17 months, and he always comes in, and I have like hundreds of bottles here, and I'm so sorry, but he always picks up Sauvage for some reason. I think he likes the shape of the bottle.
I think it's a magnetic cap as well.
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
cool. It's very cool. Yeah. And it
So,
smells good. It smells good. It's just, it is very popular that we fragrance reviewers were like, oh, okay, we know Dior Sauvage. Everybody is wearing that, you know? So let's move on to the next one. But it
yeah,
is a
yeah,
smelling fragrance. Like, let's be honest, it's good.
yeah. So how's life been treating you as a especially as a female fragrance influencer? How's that? Do you feel like there's a difference between female and male influencers in
Yes.
fragrance?
Yes, because I use it as well. We can get away with a lot of things with saying. So I make use of that and it works. I have
Such as?
such as sexual humor. I use that a
Oh
lot,
yeah,
and I
I
know
know
that
somebody who would.
yeah, it works and it's funny. It's like it's also very humor from Holland. So
Hmm.
you know we're going straight forward with all the comments and humor, and people like that. It's different, and I can get away with it because I'm a woman. Yeah, if I'm honest, I can get away with a lot of things, so I use it.
Gotcha. You know, that's one
Yeah.
thing that I notice I like about you. You're really rational in that sense. Don't I'm not making a fuss about it. It's just the way the world works, right? So it might make us.
It is how it works. You know, some men have advantages in some things and use
Yeah,
it if you can use it, and women have advantages, use it if you can use it. Yeah, it's how it
yeah.
works.
I couldn't agree more. That's true.
Yeah.
You do this full time now, or do you do something else?
Yeah, no, I was a personal trainer before this, but like a year and 3 months ago, I did YouTube full time. Yeah. Then I
Got it.
started making a little bit of money that I was like, okay, now I can switch and then go faster.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
how do your friends, or I mean, people that you maybe don't know, obviously your friends know now, but people that you come across, I always get fun reactions back from the day when I tell them about what my brother does. How do people react when you tell them that you're a fragrance influencer?
They think it's weird. Like, can you make money with that? It's like, what are you
Do you
doing? You
think that
just
that has shifted in the last couple of years, the perception, just in general?
not really, just a little bit. They were like, huh, really? You make money with that? Oh, okay. That's weird. Is it making good money with, it's always like that because it's unusual.
Yeah,
How many people do you find on the street that are YouTubers? I
right.
haven't came across one, I would also be like, does that make money? Unless you are a big YouTuber, then like, okay, that this makes money right now. But when you're a small YouTuber,
Right.
then you think like, okay, it's weird. But
Do
yeah,
you
you can
do
find
you
your ways.
do you still think it makes sense to start as a YouTuber today in 2022,
Yes,
2023?
it's only growing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, make money online. Yeah.
So, I mean, what would be your advice? Do you have any advice for maybe for girls, especially if they want to become a YouTuber?
An advice: be yourself. I think a lot of people are not themselves and they try to be someone, or they see some success that someone has and they try to act like that person.
Hmm.
I think, and that it's fine. If you start like that, it's fine. But eventually try to have your own thing that you're different with. Maybe the fragrances that you like, maybe the humor that you have, maybe how you just are as a person. Because people can recognize themselves in you as well if you're just being yourself. And yeah, don't hold back. Because that's also what I did in first. I was like really holding back. Uh, Not that long. I couldn't hold it so long. But when I make like
Why were you thinking that that was a good idea to hold back? Is it just natural, or were you
it's
scared or something?
yeah, no, scared. I was just like, I don't know how. Yeah, maybe a little bit scared on how people will react to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I was holding back a little bit at first. I think like 5 videos, and then it started to just being me and having the crazy humor and just I don't know, leave the bloopers in, and if I say some crazy stuff, just leave it in. It's that makes the video fun.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
see. So yeah, okay. So not how do you how do you feel between going after what the crowd wants to doing what you like on your channel?
Um. Hmm.
Because I mean, we know that there are certain ways to kind of gauge what works, what doesn't, right? Keywords research.
You know
But
what the
how do
thing
you
is?
combine that?
Yeah, I understand because sometimes I want to make different stuff, like going into the different route, and I see that people don't click on it. They
Mm.
don't respond to it, you know. But if I also I really like to watch YouTube,
Hmm.
and I see for myself that I also don't click on the different kind of videos. I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't bother me. I also like to watch the top tens, you know. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
10 fragrances, show me what you got, you know. So yeah, it's also the thing that I click on. And sometimes maybe it is a little bit different if it is a certain topic that could be interesting, then I do that. But mainly I also watch top 10. So I'm like, okay, you know, Michella, if that works, it just works. Also make it yourself. Give what the people want to see and make it with your own twist to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like how I do with the crazy videos in between with the funny things that I find on the internet. I put it in there. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
just
Like
to
with
keep
like a
people
meme or
watching, you know?
something, or
Yeah, I use a lot of memes and a lot of funny little videos that I find online.
gotcha.
Yeah. If I find it online and if I laugh
Yeah.
about it, I'm like, oh man, I need to put this in my video. It's funny.
Yeah,
Make the
there's
people like,
actually
oh, what happened?
I found a search engine. I don't know if you know about it, but you basically type in the phrase and then it shows you all kinds of movie scenes that use that phrase, and you can just download it right away and plug it into your video if you want. I'll send you the
I
link
did.
afterwards. It's super
Yeah, send me
cool.
the link. I want it. Wow. Phew. Then I can. Then it would be even easier for me because now I make it fit in,
Right.
um, making the words that I'm going to say, and
Yeah,
then it's
yeah, I know
going to
what you
be
mean. So
in. Yeah. So
yeah, that way you can switch it and it basically aligns with what you want to say in the first place. It's kind
oh,
of fun.
that's
There's
going to
a
be much
ton of
easier.
tools.
Yeah, send me that link.
Yep, I will. I will. So you say you like to watch other YouTubers as well. What are your favorites? Outside of fragrance, what are your favorite YouTube channels that you like to watch? And I need a coffee too.
Yeah, yeah. I was making it right here.
Oh, perfect. French press.
Yeah, yeah. But I did the French press like a week now, but it's really strong. I like it. First, I had like where you put the cups in and then it comes out, but this is good.
Nice. Don't want
Yeah.
to make this too much about myself, but fun fact: I actually started when I was a couple of years ago. I started a coffee coffee YouTube channel. A
Really?
long time ago. Yeah, it's called Bean Brand, but
Bean
yeah,
brand.
never really.
Oh my
I
God,
always
that's
think
amazing. I
of
never
channels
thought
like
about
in
it.
a way where you can maybe turn it into a business later down the road. So my friend Eric from Beard Brand, I don't know if you heard of them. It's
I
a
know him. Yeah.
yeah. So I met him that year, and then I was like, "Hey, Eric, would you mind if I kind of steal your name and do Bean Brand for fragrance?" He's like, "No, that's cool." And so I
Oh,
did all kinds
nice.
of random stuff like calculating how much I ever spent in my life on coffee and all that type of stuff, and reviewing coffee while I was just doing my morning thing. So it's kind of fun.
That's fun. I'm gonna. Is it still online? It's still on YouTube.
I think it is, but I mean, you'll see. I have like a real mustache and beard and all that, and it's really don't expect too much from it. It was just a fun thing.
But it's fun. I'm gonna watch it later after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what other stuff do you like to watch on YouTube? I love watching YouTube. I got YouTube Premium, by the way, and it's been the best thing ever. So
Yeah, I
because,
also have YouTube
yeah,
Premium,
I
and then I watch.
cannot suggest it more than you got to try it out. I'm not
Yeah,
you, but
yeah.
everybody who's listening.
So what do I watch? A lot of podcasts, a lot of interviews with people that I like. Yeah, I need to be honest. People are not going to like it if I say this, but I like to watch. He's banned now, but I like to watch a lot of banned people. I think that's very interesting. But Andrew Tate, but
Oh,
he's
okay.
now over to Rumble. Yeah, I think it's a fascinating character, and the things that he say, it's just interesting. And then I dive into those things.
Right.
Also, value entertainment. He also
Valuetainment.
did
Yep.
it. Yeah, he did it. He did
He
also
moved to
discussed
Florida too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my God, amazing. I
Everybody's
wanted
moving to
live in
Florida.
Florida.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to live in Florida,
Oh, really?
actually. Yeah, it's my goal to eventually live in there, but not in Miami. I want to live in Orlando.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Miami is just too much, man. I mean, I'm like an hour and a half north of Miami, so right between Miami and Orlando, actually, on the coast.
Okay.
And yeah, so if you're ever around here or you're trying to come over here, let me know. I'll be glad to give you some tips or maybe meet up for a coffee as well if you need a local guide. I'll be happy
Yeah,
to
no,
help.
that would be awesome. Yeah, no, I really like America a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely Florida. The people there are very relaxed. And I
Yeah.
like that a lot. It's
You
not
know,
like New York.
I just recently saw a meme or like a short video, I guess, where I'm probably going to butcher it, but I noticed that the video said that people on the East Coast, so like Florida, even New York, which I'm not quite sure, they're not nice initially, but they're very helpful and from the heart. And then people
Yeah,
on the West Coast, like LA,
fake.
they're very nice, but they're never
Yeah,
helping you, you know?
no,
And
exactly. It's
that's really
super
true.
fake. Yeah, it's
That's
just the way how they are.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was because I also did like San Francisco and then I went to Los Angeles and did that whole thing. I really like Las Vegas, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
but Los Angeles and no, I just also the city. I think I expected it to be how it was in the 90s, but then you see a lot of
I know
homeless.
exactly what you mean. I think we're in Europe when you grow up in Europe. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, me too. I moved to the States when I was 24, but growing up in Europe, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you have those movies and those,
yes,
I don't know, like slogans almost from
yeah,
America. Living here, yeah, sure, there's a lot of stuff that's true, but there's also a lot of stuff that has changed. My wife, she's grew up in Korea and then she moved to the States when she was 10. And she tells me that I really missed the best part, which was like the 90s. And because she
yeah,
grew up in New York and she still has like this New York flair,
yeah,
And when we were living there, when Jeremy visited New York, he was sleeping in my place. But when we were living there, it was already kind of crumbling. And then 2020 obviously kind of destroyed it. But
yeah.
Florida is still really
Florida
comes
is still a little
close.
bit how it was,
It really comes close, to that.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel you there. I totally
I
get
think
it.
also that's why I like it, because indeed, as you grow up in Europe and you see all the movies, and then you go there and it's like it's not how it is in the movies, and then you're like, yeah, I know, it sucks a little bit, but if you see old movies, how it was in Miami and Florida, it's still kind of the same, but now with extra technology.
Yeah, yeah. And you know how it is. Life is what you make it in the end. You can't be bothered too much by all the external problems that everybody has these days. So it's really up to you too, how you really design your life.
Exactly. I think so. The same. I'm always happy. Doesn't matter what happened to me. I always try to be happy and make it the best life as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you
So
can't change it.
yeah, yeah. Well, let me know again if you're ever planning to solidify your Miami or not Florida plans. I'll be happy to help. So
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I'm sure you got other hobbies. If you could, let me see, what is this? Sorry, but this looks better on TV here.
Okay.
Apple Pencil, okay? This is
Yeah.
a magic wand. You can start a brand new channel with 200,000 subscribers in a different category. What would you pick? What would you love to have
Gaming.
another channel about?
Gaming.
Gaming.
Playing
Really?
PlayStation. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I
But
like
maybe
that.
I still do that in the future, but I really like gaming. That's awesome. You just make yourself nice because normally I game in my pajamas and like you just like this all my hair uptight, but then I just make myself nice and look good and then gaming. That's awesome. Yeah, I
Really?
wanted to
Okay,
start it,
that's
but I'm
cool.
not
That's
a
a
technology.
surprise.
Yeah, I
Uh,
really like gaming. I like the
what are you playing these
PlayStation.
days?
I don't play a lot anymore because it's not my. Yeah, I know, but but it's because there are not many games that are on right now that I'm interested in.
All right, let me help you.
Uh,
What
yeah,
genre are you interested in?
like how The Last of Us. Do you know that game? Like
Hmm.
zombies and
Yeah.
survival, and that's really a beautiful game. It's like you're in a movie, but then you can play how you want it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that was my favorite game to play.
right. Last of Us. Yeah, that's
And
definitely
Assassin's Creed. Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed Black
Creed.
Flag. That's my favorite.
There's this other movie. Man, actually, I'm blanking right now. It's also with zombies. I have to look it up, but it's mainly like you drive on a motorcycle, and then
I've played that one already.
it's pretty well made. But
Yeah,
actually,
but
have you
the
played?
story wasn't so.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
was.
wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting though that you like gaming. That's cool. Have you played Elden Ring?
That's Lord of the Rings, right?
No, it's
Or
kind of like. Have you played the Demon Souls series?
no, that's that's weird about me, but that's too much fantasy
Okay,
with swords that I don't like. I like guns. I
okay,
like guns and shooting, and that it's still kind of realistic. Of course, zombies is not realistic, but not that you are a monster or anything.
okay. Got it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, I would love to
yeah.
have a
I don't
gaming
know. It
channel
has to
too.
be realistic in my mind. I'm like, this could really happen.
Do you ever play online against others?
No, because that's where your time gets lost.
That's
Just
true.
lost, and it's never ending. You can upgrade your character every
Yeah,
time, and I just like to play the
story.
storyline,
Yeah.
then done, put it away, and get on to your work. Because else you just lose too much time. But that's why I said, if it's my job, then I would do it because then it's your job. It's fine.
Exactly. You got an
Yeah,
excuse.
yeah. Maybe I need to
That's
start. I need to find someone who's like very technical and can set up cameras, and then I'm just like to press record gaming because I tried to do it, but it took me 2 weeks to set things up, and it was still not good.
Oh,
So
yeah, just
just
look at
I left it.
Elgato. They have like a good streamer setup. Everything you want you buy from them, and it's really press and play. I tried it out. It's
Really?
fun. Yeah, yeah.
Elgato?
Elgato. Yeah, like the
Elgato.
cat. They have like all
Okay.
kinds of equipment. I think it's cat,
Yeah.
right? Gato? Elgato? I
I
should
don't
know
know.
because
You
I'm
have
in
to
Florida.
send me the link of that one as well. You know
Yeah.
more about me. Like, oh, I have a problem. Oh, you can find it right here.
Yeah, I think I spend too much time online, but I mean, that's the horror world these days.
The world is online. Yeah, we're in a different world right now, but
Yeah.
it's nice. It
Talk
makes it
about
stuff a
gaming.
lot
So,
easier.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And now I got a VR, I'm getting more into VR and all that. I actually just recorded a video yesterday. I'm also a consultant, but so I can actually, pay for my house and everything. But when I have time, I do these fragrance related videos. And yesterday I was asking people in the metaverse what they smell like and what's their favorite fragrance. So that was kind of fun to combine
Okay.
fun and I don't know, content.
What
People
were
definitely.
they wearing? Dior Sauvage and 1 million?
Yep.
You see? Yeah.
Yep. One person said that her husband wears Givenchy Gentleman, which I like, but
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
but
that
that's
was that.
something different. Well, metaverse people still smell good then.
Yeah, I wonder
they
when they
still
come up
do it
with
on the
a.
fragrance.
I would love to connect with people that can build a. And I know it's technically possible. It's just not feasible right now, obviously. That you can create a device that can produce certain smells, not all the smells, obviously, but produce certain smells of like the forest, maybe, or like the general fragrance families. And then in
Yeah,
VR or when you watch a movie, even, then it kind of in real
yeah,
time produces that and it immerses you even more. That would be kind
yeah.
of
That's
fun.
amazing. Yeah, I've went into because I'm also like a very playful person, and I like to go to where you go to roller coasters. How's that called?
Theme park.
Theme parks. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
theme parks a lot. And I went to in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was Warner Bros. And then you were sitting in something with a big screen in front of you, but the thing moves. It goes up in the air and then left and right. But when
Oh,
we
okay.
went to the forest, we got forest smell. When you went something
Oh,
else,
yeah,
you got the
yeah,
smell
yeah.
of
You got
air. I
some
was like,
air
oh my
coming your
God,
way too.
these
Yeah.
smells are amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to
So I
have
was
that at
really in
home.
my moment. I was like, do you smell this?
Just be careful of Disney World.
Why? Is it
Uh,
also like that?
Different topic.
Oh, okay.
When you're in Florida, you'll know. But
Okay.
talk about you seem very like a powerful woman. What would if you could choose? What would be your superpower? I'm sure you thought about that.
Yeah. I punching people, but I can already do that. Or do you
Yeah,
really
that's
mean like
punching people.
punching? I punch really hard. I'm telling you. But if I maybe flying and punching people, that would be also fun, right?
Why do you punch hard?
I did a kickboxing and also weightlifting,
Oh, okay.
and and then I'm kind of strong for a woman, so I did a lot of bench pressing and push-ups and stuff like that because you have these balls on where you can punch and you know what the score is, you know.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so you punch it really hard, then you know what the score is, and I saw what the score was of very strong men. It was like 950. I was
Uh-huh.
like, I need to punch as hard as that, and I can punch 951.
What? Okay, well, I challenge you to record that and
I will.
that, tag me in your short where you punch that thing.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try. I know where that one is in Dubai because shortly I'm going to Dubai and
Okay.
I will film it. I will try. I haven't done like weightlifting as much lately, but I think I can punch at least 900.
Wow. I actually never punched that thing, so I'm curious to see. Very cool.
It's fun. You should. It's really fun.
Yeah. But I used to do kickboxing too. That was fun.
Yeah.
You still
Why
do
did
it?
you stop? No, I have something in my lower back
Mm.
because you need to really move like this all the time and also with your hips that I have like scoliosis in my lower
Oh,
back.
okay.
So my back goes like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Same.
if I do a little bit too much like rotations, it gets stuck. And then I really have a lot of back pain. So I
Yeah.
stopped with it, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Yeah, I stopped mostly because it's actually a funny incident. I mean, essentially, it's because I was moving around so much, so I didn't have my. I did it for 10 years, and then I was living in a small city during an internship a long time ago, like over 10 years ago now, and I went to the local kickboxing gym, and it was kind of shady. The first thing they asked me was like, "So you used to kickbox before?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's like 10 years." Like, "Oh, how come your nose doesn't look like it was broken before?" I'm like, "Okay."
Dodging?
That's a
Like, what's the
strange way
question?
to kind of greet somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it like you punch people and you not get punched, you know?
yeah.
Like,
I mean, he just, yeah. I don't know. It was just kind of strange. Kind of, I switched to parkour at that time. I used to do wrestling,
okay.
so yeah, all kinds of stuff. Now I don't. Yeah, now I just do outdoor stuff. I want to get more
Okay.
into
So
hunting and
you
things
did
like
you
that.
did parkour. Were you good at it?
Yeah, I was good. It was very early on when it started to become very popular in Europe.
Yeah.
I did it, and I had a lot of fun. I actually did it also in the States then. But then I had to write my thesis, and like you procrastinate and all that. And then one night I just kind of twisted my ankle. I'm like, oh, great. Well, now at least I can work on my thesis. And then I
Yeah.
stopped. But honestly, parkour, have you, I mean, sounds like you've heard of it, obviously.
I've
But
done it a couple of times as well,
oh,
but
okay.
I am afraid of heights, so I
Yeah.
stayed low.
Yeah. But I do have to say that certain sports, and I'm gonna send my kids too, but certain sports they just open up your mind so differently. Like with obviously any type of like martial arts or kickboxing or boxing too. I think it teaches you a lot of self-discipline, and you become humble as well. And then
Yep,
parkour really was very interesting because it kind of showed me that you can achieve your results that you want in life in different ways, quite literally.
yeah,
And it's very true because at that point in my life, I was, I moved out as an exchange student to the States, and it was a very different path that I would take than just staying in Germany and doing like the thing that everybody else would be doing, which is getting a job and having a career. And so I realized, wow, there's different ways to achieve your goals. So that's really interesting, I think. So yeah, that's why I
it is very
appreciate
interesting.
sports like that.
Yeah, me too. No, it's a lot of discipline for a lot of people. I think people who are those internet heroes who type a lot of on the keyboards, they don't have that discipline.
Mm,
I don't know. It's something that Mike Tyson said, like people who are these keyboard heroes, they
yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
they should get
Yeah.
punched in the face, or
I
they have
heard
never
from him
been
like
punched in
everybody
the
has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's my
exactly
favorite
like that.
quote.
Exactly
Yeah,
like that. And I've been punched in the face a couple of times that I know when to shut up and when I can open my mouth to certain people.
gotcha.
And also, it's not that I'm safe behind the internet that I'm like, okay, now I'm
Of
going to type
course.
something. Why?
Have you ever punched a guy?
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, I
Definitely
mean, in a
when
competition,
going out.
or was it more like an argument?
Competition and also one time with going out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The guy that you
It's
went out with, or some other guy that
no,
was
just
that you had to
another guy.
protect your guy from?
He grabbed my ass, and then
Oh,
and I turned around, and then boom, right away, punched him in the face, and then he was like so stunned, like what happened to me, and he was also like really dizzy, and then I ran away.
oh my.
Yeah, like I'm like okay, now I made sure that you don't harass women anymore.
That's true. That's a
Maybe
good,
if I
that's a
punch you in the
good
face.
way to leave an impression in his face.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, but it hurts because normally you punch with these gloves on.
Yeah.
But now it was just my hand hurt for 2 weeks. I was like, oh my God, it's like this knuckle, and still this knuckle isn't been like how it was. So I don't know where I punched him exactly. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
knuckle
mean,
the
I don't
knuckle
know how
has
old you are, but obviously we're all getting older, and you got to just really take care of your body.
really, yeah. No,
Yeah.
when that happened, I think 14 or 16, and now I'm 29. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
never went into a physical fight after I was 16, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
after 16, I
That's
was
good.
like, I don't care anymore. Like leave me alone. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I remember when I bought this property here, I wanted to feel like a real man, so I bought an axe and I started chopping down the trees because we had like half the property was like a little forest, and we wanted to make something out of it. So I started chopping and chopping, and lo and behold, I'm like holding the axe wrong the whole time, and like for half a year, it felt like I kind of dislocated my knuckle or something, which I didn't, but it felt like it. So
Yeah.
definitely gotta be careful. Only do it when it counts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like with these stupid things that you don't think about, you just do it, and then eventually you're like, my hand doesn't work the same how it used to work. You feel some things when I like you have these potatoes that you need to with a knife you need to peel. I don't know if I say it in good English,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I do that for too long, this knuckle starts to hurt. Like
Uh,
yeah, it's weird. Like and it is not on this hand. I've never
right.
punched with this hand, but this hand, like I'm like different. Shit, it's not
That's
worth
funny.
it.
All right. Well, we're almost ending up here. My free version of Zoom has left me 7 minutes. So I did want to ask you.
Okay.
I did ask some people in my Discord about what maybe to ask you, but I always like to take it more spontaneous. But they did ask,
Yeah.
what's your favorite notes? What are your favorite fragrance notes?
Ambroxan, oud, vanilla. Ambroxan, oud, vanilla. That's mainly most of the times that's in my and spices.
Okay, you got
Yeah.
favorite fragrance right now that you're rocking?
Mm, Oud satin mood. I always wear that for myself. And what I like to smell on the guy is mostly going into the spicy, dark kind of a direction, and it has to be powerful. So Spice Bomb Extreme,
Yeah.
or I really like now Gisada Ambassador Intense. That's also very masculine, very strong. But mainly Spice Bomb Extreme. If it goes in that dark, bad boy-ish direction, spices, masculine, rough, then I like it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. And like going forward, how long you gonna think you're gonna have the joy to do this? Like, what's your future plan? Do you have any, or are you just gonna see where the journey takes you?
I'm going to see where the journey takes me because I always have a plan and my plan always turns out different. So now I don't have a plan
Yeah.
anymore
Yeah.
because my life always takes off in different kind of directions. Because now I can say to you, I can do this for 10 years or I
Right.
can do this for the rest of my life.
Oh, of course.
But
Yeah.
you bump into other things. So as long as I like this and as long as I can make it, as I can earn my living with it, I will do it. But if I bump into something else, then
Yeah.
bump into
Have you
something
thought
else.
about maybe starting your own brand or maybe additional like revenue streams? I always love to talk about entrepreneurship, obviously, maybe
Yeah.
like a blog or a site or something else in that industry, because obviously it's a huge industry.
It is a very huge industry. No, I really want to start something for myself.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's also why I watch a lot of value entertainment and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I watch a lot of entrepreneurs, what did they do, what can I do, what are different things that I can do. So yeah, of course I think about it and I'm busy with that. So yeah, I will build something around YouTube as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
then you definitely got to come to the States because this is the land of the entrepreneurship spirit still. I don't know how it
Yeah,
is
it's
in the
still
Netherlands, but to be honest with
Netherlands is
you,
shit.
especially with the recent, I mean, somewhat a couple of years old now, the GDRP, whatever the laws behind it, it's just so tough to even talk to people,
Yeah.
to do business. It's kind of weird, strange, really.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking now of or it is going to be America
Hmm.
because I want to emigrate to something else. So, or it's going to be America or it's going to be Dubai, like Dubai, no tax.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm trying to see what my options are to move out of here because now I'm financially free.
Hmm.
I have my computer and then I can work. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm busy with that going out of the Netherlands because Netherlands is not really for entrepreneurs. They make it very hard on you here in
Yeah,
Europe.
I know what you mean. Definitely.
Yeah,
Well, you got a friend in America. Let me know if you're ever around here. And if you need any connections, I'll be happy to make the intro if I can help. But it's funny that you say you
yeah,
were almost, or you are going to Dubai. I almost went there just now to Dubai and Egypt, actually, but my family got sick and all that with kids, so it didn't really work out. But it's
yeah,
definitely an interesting place, especially for fragrance enthusiasts and professionals. So very
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. It's really like fragrance city, Dubai.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah. Have you seen the line? What they're working on in the Middle East? I don't even know what it is. It's got to be the Emirates too. The city, the 170-kilometer city.
behind glass
No, I mean it.
or
Yeah. Behind glass. Yes. Yeah.
behind glass. I've heard about it, but I haven't dived into a lot of things. I just saw some pictures that they are working on that, and I was like, okay,
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
mm,
Future stuff.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a little bit too futuristic to me. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah,
Old school is not always bad for sure. I appreciate it here and there. Cool,
yeah,
Michelle. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. It's been fun. Um,
yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you
No, it was
online.
a lot of fun. I had a lot of joy speaking to you. So yeah, it was a fun 30 minutes. It flew by. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, always get some good content. Obviously, I'm not a fragrance reviewer, but I do like to shine the light on the fragrance industry in general because
Yeah.
it's really cool how passionate people are. You know, whether it's people like you or people that consume fragrances. But I think there's a lot to it, and especially ever since I dove down more into like aromatherapy and how it's connecting to the brain, there's almost like a logical explanation why people are so passionate about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the future brings, but I'm definitely here to stay in my certain
Good.
way. So I
It's interesting.
appreciate for
You
you
will
being
find
part
your
of
way.
that.
Yeah, no problem. And if you want to do it more often, then just
Sounds
send
good.
me an
Yeah.
email and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we can start a fragrance gaming clan, spraying bullets.
That would be amazing.
All
And then
right.
you have the sissy sprayers like Neo, like no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Michelle, thanks again. Really appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
I'll see
Yeah,
you
it was fun
around.
to speak to you. See you
Thank
around.
you. Okay.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.